Hello my fellow creators and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvette and I am part of the Kat Scrappiness creative crew. Today I want to use this card kit I have from Kat Scrappiness in my stash. And I've had it in my stash for some time, I just hadn't gotten around to using it. So I thought today would be a good day to break it out and play. So let's see what's inside this card kit. And it looks like there's lots of goodies in here. It has instructions, 2 pieces of patterned paper, also has a card base, and this die cut frame. And I think it's the Stitch Scalloped Collage frame die, if I remember correctly. It also has some pre-colored and cut little Quokka images, and aren't they adorable? We have some pink rhinestones. We also have a couple of sentiments, this pretty little flower, and a little Polaroid frame. Now the kit came with instructions on how to put your card together, and it includes a list of supplies used. So the images were from the Quokka'n Up Stamp Set and the Quokka'n Up coordinating dies. And yes, that was the Stitch Scalloped Collage frame die. The papers were from the Spectrum of Love paper pad. There's some pink sapphire rhinestones mix. And then you can use this white crystal dual-ended embellishment pickup tool and some triangle embellishment trays and some foam squares. So I'm going to try and stick to the instructions on this card and see how it turns out. So the first part of the instructions is the cutting dimensions for your paper. Then your pattern paper number 1, you're going to cut it 3 3/4 by 5. And then pattern paper 2, you're going to cut one piece at 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, another piece at 1/2 inch by 2 1/4 inches, and a third piece at 3/4 of an inch by 2 1/4 inches. Number 1, it says to run a thin line of adhesive along the front bottom edge of the Quokka holding the camera. And then we'll slip that under the left bottom edge of the top right corner frame. You may have noticed that I've been a little bit quiet on my channel this month. And that's because I have been sick all month. My grandkids have been sick. I've been sick, my kids have been sick. It's just been a household full of sickness for the month of December. Hopefully we're on the tail end of this and we'll be better by the new year. Now, of course, you don't have to follow the instructions exactly as they are laid out. You can make the card however you like with the elements that are a part of the card kit. So then second instruction is to run a thin line of adhesive along the front bottom edge of the standing Quokka and slip that under the right bottom edge of the right bottom corner frame. So then step number 3 is to run a thin line of adhesive along the front bottom edge of the open armed Quokka and slip inside the Polaroid frame. Well, that's easy enough. Let's just add a little bead of glue here. And we'll put this right in the center bottom of the Polaroid frame. Step 4 is to trim the right side of the sentiment strips and thin patterned paper into a banner, if desired. But I think I'm going to leave mine as is. I'm not going to make them banners. So I think I like them just the way they are. And it looks like I trimmed one of my pattern pieces incorrectly. So let me fix that. I'm going to bring in some of that extra pattern paper and I will go ahead and adhere that banner that says I love you onto the pattern paper and trim it down to size. So then it says to apply adhesive to the back side of the collage frame die cut and elements to adhere to pattern paper 1. And then it says to go ahead and adhere that panel to the card base. Then the next step is apply adhesive to the back side of the Polaroid frame and Quokka and adhere it to pattern paper 2. And here I noticed I skipped a step. So I skipped step number 5, which was to run a thin line of adhesive along the front right edge of the I love you sentiment and slip it under the left edge of the largest frame. So I'm going to go back and fix that. And then from this point forward, I just clearly, my head was not in the right place. And I wasn't really paying close attention to the instructions. So you're going to see my mistakes and how I try and fix them. Let me know in the comments below, do you prefer when crafters leave their mistakes in their videos? I know I like seeing when other crafters make their mistakes because there's 2 reasons for that. One is I like to see that I'm not the only one that makes mistakes. And number 2 is I like to see other people's ideas of how to correct those boo-boos. So let me know in the comments, do you prefer to see the mistakes or would you rather we left them out? I will be sure to link the products I've used in the description box below. Now, if for some reason the kit is not available, you can always go and buy the elements separately. So you could buy the patterned paper separately, the stamp sets, the dies, and make multiple cards following this design. And here you have my completed card using this beautiful card kit from Kat Scrappiness. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.